The Last Kids on Earth and the Cosmic Beyond. Chapter 6. Quint wakes me up and I groan. Dude, I was in the middle of a dream. I was in a big field and I was riding Rover and I was swinging the Louisville Slicer and it was warm and I had a cool mustache. Can you just let me go back to sleep? But Quint says, I think I know how to find the villainous. Say what? I instantly leap to my feet. Quint smiles and holds up the card that the villainess dropped. I completely forgot about it. It's a library card, Quint says. We can get her a name at the library, and maybe her address. And that'll lead us to her, and to the Louisville Slicer, I say. Let's do this. I try to gather the squad, but they're busy. June is plotting how to best explain Christmas to the monsters. I don't want it to be lousy like the fishing or snowman or ice skating, she exclaims. I want to introduce them to Christmas so perfectly that they have to love it. Meanwhile, Dirk is working on Big Mama. Who knows why he's bothering? We already know he can't make it all the way to New York until snow passes. Maybe he's polishing it or putting it on some cool spinning rims or something. It's all good though, because now it'll be a classic Quint and Jack duo escapade. Quint has invented a way for us to get there. See, Rover does not like the snow. He's got sensitive paws or something. So Quint reveals the Winter Hoverboard. It's super rad, but I don't know why these things are called hoverboards. There's zero hovering. I've seen Back to the Future Part 2, and I know that a hoverboard is supposed to legit hover. This is a rolling balance thing. But regardless, it's pretty awesome. Only problem, despite Quint's winterizing modifications, it's still a little slippery. Not the most practical, Quint. Not especially, no. We arrive bruised and cold, and not eager to use hoverboards again. The library is an old building that's awesome, but also creepy. It was built in, like, the 1800s. I don't know if we're good with dates and stuff like I am, but that's a long time ago. I scan for danger. I see none. I hear none. But I'm a post-apocalyptic action hero, so I know that doesn't mean there is none. Steel yourself, Quint, I growl as we roll towards the entrance. Probably all manner of terror awaiting us. All right, undead librarians, zombie old folks trying to figure out the internet, and monster-sized bookworms, prepare to meet our fists. Or not. We are greeted by 0 undead librarians, no zombie old folks attempting to surf the web, and no monster-sized bookworms, snakes, caterpillars, or wormungulus. The coast is clear, Quint says, so I'm getting to work. He hops off his hoverboard and quickly goes behind the front desk. I can't believe I'm getting a peek behind the library counter, he says giddily. It's a dream come true. This is the stuff that gets my buddy excited. See, before I moved to Wakefield, Quint had 0 friends. After I moved to Wakefield, he had 1 friend. That friend was me, in case you were having trouble following the math. But during those years where Quint had 0 friends, he spent his time at the library. Libraries are awesome like that. They should have the Statue of Liberty sign out in front. You know, give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to read graphic novels. Libraries rule because everyone's welcome. Good news, friend, Quint says as he yanks open a filing cabinet. No computer needed. This library keeps physical records. He searches my library card ID number in just moments. Founder. Boom, love it. Classic Quint and Jack duo escapade is off to a perfect start. Quint steps around the desk, waving a folder. My heart pounds. Inside the vanilla folder, I say, is the name of our enemy. Manila folder, Quint says, with an M. Why would a folder be vanilla? Because it's like white yellowish, the color of vanilla. Why would it be Manila? That's not even a word. It is, Quint says with a sigh. Trust me, but what you're saying is correct. Inside the Manila folder is the name of the villain. He opens it. I read, Evie Snark. I say the name over and over inside my head. Evie Snark. She's the villain. She is the human who speaks the language of Rezok. Okay, fight time, I say. I'm ready to storm this villain's house and do full-on battle attack fist-eating Louisville recovery raid. Quint frowns. Alas, there's no address listed for an Evie Snark, but there still may be more to learn here. Look, her checkout history. She took a lot of books from the library section called Obscure Beliefs and Strange History. Come, old friend. Obscure Beliefs and Strange History turns out to be the weirdest part of the library. In the back corner of the basement, and there's absolute most dusty, most musty. It doesn't look like anyone's been here since the days of Nintendo 64, though I guess Evie Snark must have been here at some point. Quint plops down, cross-legged, and plucks a book from the shelf. I see what's happening. He's going to sit there, go through every book, page by page, for the next, 19 hours or so. And that's 19 hours that I do not want to be a part of. I want to fast forward to the part where we get back to my Louisville Slicer. Quint, buddy, enjoy the research. I hear the graphic novels calling my name. Okay. Quint murmurs as I zip off. But I don't make it to the graphic novels. I pass the DVD section, and that gives me a lightning bolt of an idea. I can help June. What better way to help show monsters what the wonders of Christmas are than a Christmas movie marathon? I jam a dozen of my favorite Christmas movies into my bag, and then I smell it. Not evil. In fact, the very opposite of evil. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I whirl around, a vending machine, aka happiness dispenser. And it could not have come at a better time. After our icy ride through the snow, I'm ravenous. 2 problems. 1, I have no coins. 2, there's no electricity, so even if I had coins, they'd be useless. Normally, I could whip out the Louisville Slicer and go berserk mode on this thing. Yes, come to daddy, sweet candy. Without my Louisville Slicer, I am, again, basically helpless. But I've got my trademark Jack Sullivan unattractive gangly arms. I can reach up in there and totally no problem nab that Reese's. In a flash, I'm down on my butt, sort of half turned over. Oh yeah, come to Jack, sweet chocolate, come to daddy-o. I've almost got it, and crud, my arm is stuck, pinched between metal and candy. No problem, I'll just do a cool bone manipulation thing and yank my arm out, and crud again. A new smell. Have you ever smelled dog vomit? Imagine that, smothered in barbecue sauce. I look up and I gulp. Some sort of monstrous slurping. Above ground, like octopus is dragging itself toward me. Hey, creepy above ground octopus. Just FYI, my arm may be stuck, but I'm still totally a heroic hero, and I'm totally in control and will bust you up, so stay put. The thing keeps coming. It's okay, I know 100% exactly how to handle this. I yank and pull, but fisticuffs. I'm stuck elbow deep. I need to, I don't know, Mega Man Blaster, or Wolverine's Claws, or Ash's Chainsaw Arm. Any wrist-attached weapon would be a big help here. Or my freaking Louisville Slicer. Quint, help! The wet beast slithers forward, and I got it. I mean, I don't got it in the sense that I know what to do, but I got the Reese's. It's coming, I'm done for, and then boom, a rolling library cart slams on the monster. There's a wet splat, and the monster is suddenly airborne. Sailing across the library. Books fly, pages flap, Quint grins down at me from atop the cart. Hello, friend, he says. Looks like you need a bit of rescuing. The vending machine falls. It takes me with it, flipping me over. But I pop out, arm free, and we hop on the cart to roll out the door and speed away across the ice. How'd the reading go, I ask. Didn't get much done. I had to bring the books with me so I can keep going through them. I heard your cowardly cry. Cowardly cry, me? However, he exclaims, more important is this. I discovered that the villainous, Evie Snark, stopped going to the library over $900 in overdue library fees. Are you kidding me? Quint grins, and it was all for one book. Getting back is not easy. We eventually abandon the library cart when it gets stuck in the snow. But that means a long walk. Near the outskirts of town, I spot something in the distance, a massive structure rising up from the snow. What is that? I ask Quint. Quint glances around, and then he sees what I see. He begins to mutter, oh, no, 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 no. What is it, buddy? Some bad evil? Not quite. It's embarrassing. He rummages through his wallet and pulls out a newspaper clipping. That's the ABC block Smasher Cinema, and I got it shut down. Wait, you shut down a movie theater? He nods. I had a problem. My allowance was only enough money for a ticket and snacks. And no snacks. And you know I can't enjoy the cinema without delicious treats. So I began smuggling in candy bars and whatnot. But one day I came home covered in chocolate goobers goo. My mom knew I had only enough money for the ticket, so she called the theater. She ratted? I gasped. The next time I went to see a movie, there was a big picture of me at the ticket booth and a big note that said, keep an eye on this one. But revenge was mine, Quint says. I was watching the latest Marvel blockbuster when I discovered a loose floor panel beneath my seat. Eureka! I smuggled in snacks enough to last an entire summer of blockbusters, and I hid them in the floor. After that, every time I went to the movies, I'd go to my spot, flip it open, and eat like a king. It went fine until one day the candy was gone. Someone found your snack stash? Not someone, a rat. The fattest rat you ever saw. It leapt out at me. It had eaten approximately 19 pounds of sweet treats. I started laughing, and then I finished unfolding the newspaper clipping. Local boy overpowered by tiny rodent. Quint shakes his head. The movie theater company called in exterminators, but it was too late. The rats had become addicted to sweets, gotten super mean, made a bunch of mean rat babies, and the movie theater was one big mean rat playground. Dude, I exclaim, how much candy did you hide? A lot, Quint says with a sigh. They had just reopened the theater in the summer, Jack, right before the monster apocalypse. Movies were playing, but word on the street was there was still rats scurrying around. We continue our long trek home. I can't believe you shut down an entire movie theater, buddy. Quint shrugs. It was not my proudest moment. Good night. I love you.